What is up, everybody? It's Mr. Holtz, and today we're going to be going over a couple brief things just in case you guys are having issues logging into your Edpuzzle. There are two different things that we're going to look at today in terms of how can we try and reset that so that we can log back in and have access to that and get our Edpuzzle videos to work. So the first thing is, if you go up here at the top of your Google, if you have a new tab open, so mine right now has an arrow because my Chrome isn't updated, but I don't want to close out all of my tabs right now. So your logo here might look a little different, but it's right next to where your picture or like that circle with your first, the letter of your first name would be. So off to the side of that, here are all your settings for Chrome. So one of the issues might be some kind of cookies or some cache information that's stored in your Chrome that we're going to want to get rid of. That might be causing you an issue. So in this entire menu, if you scroll down towards the bottom and you hover over this thing that says More Tools, it'll pull up another menu off to the side. Now, if you go over to the left and you hover over where it says Clear Browsing Data, go ahead and click on that. And then what we're going to do is, let's see, last hour. Yeah, last hour, we'll try that. If last hour doesn't work, maybe try 24 hours. And then what you're going to do is clear data. All right. It might take a minute. But that should reset some things in case one of the cached pieces of information or some data that's stored in a cookie might be causing you some issues with logging in. So that is the first thing I would try. After that, I'd go back to Edpuzzle and see if it worked. Now, if that did not work, this is one other thing that might help. If you open up a new tab, again, going back over here, but instead of up in the toolbar, we're actually going to be in our little window next to the options. If you click on your name, it'll pull up another menu here. So I'm going to move my face out of the way. Now, I can switch between all of my different accounts. So one thing that might be causing you issues is if you're logged into multiple other accounts that can influence your login to your Edpuzzle. So if you go down here to sign out of all accounts and you click on that, I'm not going to do it right now because it'll kick me off of everything I'm doing. But if you click sign out of all accounts and then you just sign back into your student account before you go back to Edpuzzle, that can also solve the issue. Now, the final recommendation I have for you guys is if neither of those things work, then I don't necessarily know how to solve your problem. But if you download the Edpuzzle app on your phone, or if you try and access the link on our Google Classroom from your phone, that should solve the issue as well because your phone doesn't have the same kind of stored data that your computer has. So hopefully that helped. And if that does not solve your problem, then I'm not exactly sure what to do. You might want to look it up on the internet, but that's all I got. So hopefully one of those things worked for you. If that's not the case, feel free to send me an email and say, hey, Mr. Holtz, this still isn't working for me, and we can try and solve your problem individually. So good luck with that, and I'll see you in class.